How to stay calm and positive in life. Introduction. Imagine this. Your mind feels like a storm, chaotic, overwhelming, and relentless. The waves of anxiety crash against the shores of your thoughts, and the winds of negativity threaten to sweep you away. But what if I told you that buried within you is a switch, a secret key to transforming that storm into a calm, serene oasis? A place where peace is not only possible, but becomes your natural state of being. This book isn't just a collection of feel-good advice. It's a deep dive into strategies and practices rooted in wisdom, science, and real-life experiences. Together, we'll explore profound lessons and transformative tools that will help you stay calm in life's most challenging moments and radiate positivity even when faced with darkness. These aren't just steps. They're a way of rewiring your mind, reshaping your habits, and reclaiming control of your inner world. Get ready to uncover the secrets to inner peace, unlock the power of positivity, and build a mindset so resilient that life's chaos will feel like a distant echo. This journey isn't just about staying calm, it's about thriving in every aspect of your life. Let's begin. Chapter 1. The Paradox of Control. Most of us spend our lives trying to control everything around us: our jobs, relationships, outcomes, and even other people's behavior. We believe that if we can just control every detail, life will be perfect. But here's the irony. The harder we try to control everything, the more stressed and overwhelmed we become. Why? Because no one can control everything, and resisting this reality creates unnecessary frustration. True calmness doesn't come from controlling every part of your life. It comes from knowing what is within your control and what isn't. Imagine yourself standing in the eye of a hurricane. The winds rage around you, yet the center, the eye, is completely still. That calm exists because it isn't fighting the storm. It's detached from the chaos surrounding it. You can embody that same calm when you learn to let go of what's beyond your influence. To make this concept practical, try the circle of influence exercise. Take a piece of paper and draw a large circle. Inside the circle, write down everything you can control: your thoughts, actions, reactions, and decisions. Outside the circle, list the things you cannot control: other people's opinions, unforeseen events, or the past. This exercise helps you visually separate the two, making it easier to focus your energy where it matters most. The beauty of this practice is its simplicity. Once you realize that worrying about uncontrollable factors only wastes your energy, you free yourself from unnecessary stress. Instead, your mental and emotional energy can go toward improving the things that are truly within your reach. This clarity liberates your mind, allowing you to navigate life's unpredictability with a sense of peace and confidence. Chapter 2. The Gratitude Twist. Finding Gold in the Shadows. Gratitude is often described as the secret to happiness, but it goes deeper than just appreciating the good things in life. True gratitude means learning to see value even in life's challenges and hardships. It's not about pretending everything is perfect. It's about finding meaning and growth in situations that might initially feel frustrating or difficult. This shift in perspective transforms how we experience the world around us. Think about a time when something didn't go as planned. Maybe you missed a job opportunity, faced rejection, or had a day full of setbacks. At first glance, these moments seem like reasons to complain, but if you dig deeper, you might find hidden benefits. That missed opportunity could have freed you up for something better, or the rejection might have taught you resilience and self-awareness. Gratitude in these moments isn't about ignoring pain. It's about uncovering the lessons and growth they bring. To make gratitude a habit, start a gratitude journal. Every day, write down 3 things you're thankful for. But here's the twist. Don't just list obvious blessings like my family or a sunny day. Challenge yourself to find gratitude in unexpected places. For example, instead of writing, "I'm grateful for my health," you might write, "I'm grateful for the tough workout that showed me my strength." Instead of, "I'm grateful for my job," write, "I'm grateful for the tough project that taught me patience." Another powerful exercise is what I call gratitude for the shadows. Think of one frustrating or difficult experience you had recently. Ask yourself, what did this teach me? How did it help me grow? For example, if a traffic jam made you late, perhaps it gave you extra time to reflect or listen to a great podcast. Over time, this practice rewires your brain to seek out silver linings in every situation, making gratitude a natural part of your thought process. When you start practicing gratitude this way, it's like putting on a new pair of glasses that reveal the beauty hidden in the most unlikely places. This mindset doesn't just help you stay positive, it turns every experience into an opportunity for growth and appreciation. Gratitude becomes not just a habit, but a way of seeing the world. Chapter 3: The Art of Emotional Resetting. Staying calm doesn't mean suppressing your emotions or pretending they don't exist. It's about learning how to reset your emotional state when negative feelings take over. Think of your mind as a mirror. When stress, anger, or anxiety strikes, it's like fog clouding the glass. You can't see clearly, and everything feels distorted. The key to staying calm is knowing how to clear that fog and bring your mind back to a state of clarity. One of the most effective techniques for emotional resetting is called name it to tame it. It's a simple yet powerful method rooted in neuroscience. When you're overwhelmed by emotions, take a moment to identify what you're feeling and say it out loud or in your head. For example, "I feel frustrated," or "I'm anxious about this deadline." Studies show that naming your emotions reduces their intensity by allowing your brain to process them logically rather than react impulsively. Another approach is a physical reset. Our emotions are deeply connected to our bodies, so changing your physical state can help reset your emotional state. If you're feeling overwhelmed, step away from your current environment for a few minutes. Go outside, splash cold water on your face, or take a quick walk. Even a brief burst of physical activity, like jumping jacks or stretching, can shift your mood by releasing endorphins and calming your nervous system. Breathing exercises are another essential tool for resetting your emotions. Try the 4-7-8 breathing technique. Inhale deeply for 4 seconds, hold your breath for 7 seconds, and exhale slowly for 8 seconds. This practice slows your heart rate and activates your body's relaxation response, helping you feel grounded and calm almost instantly. Create a personalized reset ritual. This could be a playlist of songs that lift your spirits, a favorite calming scent like lavender, or a simple mindfulness exercise like focusing on a single object and describing it in detail. Having a go-to ritual ensures you're prepared to handle emotional storms when they arise. The beauty of emotional resetting lies in its practicality. Life will always throw challenges your way, and you can't control every situation, but you can control how you respond. By mastering the art of resetting, you'll be able to navigate even the toughest moments with grace, clarity, and resilience. Chapter 4: Energy Management, the Key to Sustainable Positivity. Staying calm and positive isn't just about mindset, it's also about managing your energy. Think of yourself as a rechargeable battery. Every activity you do, every thought you have, and every interaction you engage in either charges or drains that battery. The key to sustaining calmness and positivity is knowing how to balance these energy exchanges. Start by conducting an energy audit. Take a notebook and list everything you do in a typical day. Next to each activity, mark it with a plus if it gives you energy, if it drains your energy, or a 0 if it's neutral. For example, talking to a supportive friend might be a plus, while scrolling endlessly on social media could be a. This exercise helps you identify patterns and shows where your energy is being spent. Once you've identified what drains your energy, take action. Some energy-draining activities, like a demanding job or household chores, can't always be avoided, but you can balance them with intentional energy-boosting practices. For example, after a stressful work meeting, take a 5-minute break to listen to your favorite music, step outside for fresh air, or simply stretch. These small resets recharge your mental and emotional battery, keeping you from running on empty. Another important aspect of energy management is setting boundaries. Learn to say no to commitments that don't align with your priorities or values. Every yes you give to something you don't truly want to do is a no to something that could nurture your energy. Protecting your time and space isn't selfish. It's essential for your well-being. Don't underestimate the power of physical energy either. Eating nutritious foods, staying hydrated, and getting regular exercise are non-negotiables when it comes to maintaining a positive mindset. Sleep, in particular, is a cornerstone of energy management. Without enough rest, even the smallest stresses can feel overwhelming. Treat your sleep schedule as sacred. Prioritize it as much as any other responsibility. Incorporate what I call energy boosters into your daily routine. These are activities or moments that bring you joy, calm, or inspiration. It could be as simple as enjoying a cup of tea in silence, spending time in nature, reading an inspiring book, or engaging in a creative hobby. These moments act as fuel for your positivity, keeping your energy levels steady and sustainable. Energy management is about being intentional with how you spend your time and attention. By focusing on what charges you and minimizing what drains you, you create a foundation for calmness and positivity that can withstand life's challenges. This isn't just about surviving the day, it's about thriving every single day. Chapter 5. The Power of Micro-Adventures. Life can often feel like a monotonous loop, waking up, going to work, managing responsibilities, and repeating the same routine day after day. Over time, this predictability can drain your enthusiasm and dull your outlook. The antidote to this mental and emotional stagnation is the power of micro-adventures, small, intentional experiences that inject freshness, excitement, and a sense of wonder into your daily life. Many people think that adventure requires elaborate planning, a big budget, or even traveling far away. But in reality, micro-adventures are about rediscovering the joy of exploration in everyday moments. These are not grand expeditions. They are simple yet meaningful breaks from your usual routine that remind you of life's beauty and spontaneity. Start by challenging yourself to see the world around you with fresh eyes. For example, instead of taking the same route to work, explore an alternative path. Look at the buildings, trees, or people you pass by as if you're seeing them for the first time. You might notice a hidden mural, a cozy cafe, or a peaceful park you've overlooked for years. This act of changing your perspective can transform the mundane into something magical. Nature is an incredible source of inspiration for micro-adventures. You don't need to plan a camping trip or hike a mountain. Just step outside and immerse yourself in the natural world. Go for a walk at sunrise and watch the sky change colors, or take an evening stroll to gaze at the stars. Bring a journal to jot down your thoughts, or simply breathe deeply and savor the moment. These small escapes into nature can have a profound calming effect on your mind and body, helping you reset and find peace. Food can also be an avenue for micro-adventures. Try a cuisine you've never had before, or experiment with a new recipe in your kitchen. Visit a local market and pick an ingredient you've never cooked with, then challenge yourself to create a dish around it. These culinary experiments not only break the monotony, but also engage your senses, making life feel richer and more vibrant. Social micro-adventures are equally rewarding. Reach out to someone you haven't spoken to in a while, or strike up a conversation with a stranger. Attend a community event, workshop, or class to learn something new. These interactions can lead to unexpected connections, friendships, or even life-changing opportunities. Another idea is to create mini-challenges for yourself. For instance, dedicate a day to exploring your city as a tourist. Visit a museum you've never been to, try a restaurant you've heard about but never visited, or take photos of interesting sights you discover along the way. You don't need a passport to have an adventure. Curiosity is your greatest travel companion. If time feels tight, even a 5-minute micro-adventure can make a difference. Set a timer, step away from your tasks, and do something spontaneous. Dance to your favorite song, doodle in a notebook, or look out the window and count how many birds you can spot. These brief moments of novelty refresh your mind and spirit, helping you stay positive and energized. One of the most profound benefits of micro-adventures is that they bring you back to the present moment. They interrupt the autopilot mode that many of us fall into and invite you to engage fully with the world around you. In doing so, they help you cultivate mindfulness, curiosity, and joy, qualities that are essential for maintaining calmness and positivity. Incorporate micro-adventures into your routine by setting a simple goal. Aim to try one new thing every week. It doesn't have to be extravagant or time-consuming. The key is to keep your experiences fresh and varied. Over time, you'll develop a sense of resilience and adaptability, as well as a deeper appreciation for the everyday wonders of life. Micro-adventures remind us that life is full of possibilities, even in the smallest moments. By stepping out of your comfort zone and embracing the unexpected, you reignite your sense of wonder and rediscover the joy of living. No matter how busy or routine your days may seem, there's always room for a little adventure. Chapter 6. Rewriting your inner narrative. Your inner voice is one of the most powerful forces shaping your life. It's the constant dialogue that runs through your mind, influencing how you see yourself, interpret events, and respond to challenges. If this inner voice is harsh, self-critical, or overly negative, it can become a barrier to staying calm and positive. The good news is that you can take control and rewrite this inner narrative, turning it into a source of strength and encouragement. Many people aren't even aware of their inner voice because it's so deeply ingrained. Start by paying attention to how you talk to yourself, especially in moments of stress or failure. Do you say things like, "I'm such a failure, I'll never get this right," or "Why does this always happen to me?" If so, you're not alone. Negative self-talk is common, but it's also one of the biggest culprits behind anxiety and a lack of confidence. The first step in rewriting your inner narrative is to challenge these negative thoughts. When you catch yourself thinking something self-critical, ask yourself, is this really true? Where's the evidence for this? For example, if you think, "I'll never be good at this," reflect on past times when you've learned and improved at other things. This process helps you separate facts from unhelpful assumptions. Next, replace those negative statements with positive or neutral ones. This is called reframing. For instance, instead of saying, "I'm so bad at public speaking," try, "Public speaking is challenging, but I can improve with practice." Notice how the reframe doesn't ignore the difficulty. It acknowledges it while leaving room for growth and progress. Reframing helps you approach challenges with a more balanced and constructive mindset. Another powerful tool for rewriting your inner narrative is the use of affirmations. These are positive statements that counteract negative beliefs about yourself. Create affirmations that resonate with your goals and values, such as, "I am capable of handling whatever comes my way. I am worthy of success and happiness. Every challenge I face makes me stronger and wiser." Write these affirmations down and repeat them daily, especially during moments of doubt. Over time, they'll become a natural part of your thought process, replacing the negative scripts that once held you back. A transformative exercise in this process is what I call scripting your future self. Take 15 minutes to write a letter from your future self to your present self. Imagine your future self as someone who has overcome the challenges you're currently facing and achieved the calm and positivity you desire. What advice would they give you? What lessons would they share? This exercise not only boosts your confidence, but also helps you visualize the person you want to become. Another technique to reshape your inner narrative is practicing self-compassion. When things go wrong, instead of beating yourself up, ask yourself, "How would I talk to a friend in this situation?" You'd likely offer them kindness and encouragement rather than criticism. Treat yourself with the same compassion. Remind yourself that mistakes are a natural part of being human and an opportunity to learn and grow. Your environment also plays a role in shaping your inner voice. Surround yourself with positive influences, people who uplift and inspire you, books that motivate you, or podcasts that teach you resilience and self-belief. Limit your exposure to negativity, whether it's from toxic relationships, excessive news consumption, or critical social media comments. The more positive inputs you have, the easier it becomes to cultivate a supportive inner narrative. Practice gratitude for yourself. Reflect on your strengths, accomplishments, and qualities that make you unique. Keep a journal where you write down one thing you appreciate about yourself each day. Over time, this practice builds a foundation of self-acceptance and confidence that transforms your inner dialogue. Rewriting your inner narrative is not about silencing every negative thought. It's about creating a healthier, more balanced conversation with yourself. It's a process of unlearning harmful beliefs and replacing them with ones that empower and uplift you. When your inner voice becomes your ally rather than your critic, you'll find it much easier to stay calm, focused, and positive, no matter what life throws your way. Chapter 7. The Anchor Ritual, your daily calm compass. Life is full of unpredictability, unexpected challenges, emotional ups and downs, and constant demands on your time and energy. In the midst of this chaos, it's easy to feel unmoored, like a ship being tossed by waves. That's why having an anchor ritual is so essential. This ritual serves as your compass, grounding you and helping you regain calm and focus no matter what happens during your day. An anchor ritual is a small, consistent practice that brings you a sense of peace, stability, and purpose. Think of it as a dedicated moment of stillness that connects you to yourself, no matter how turbulent the external world may be. The beauty of anchor rituals is that they are deeply personal. They can be tailored to your preferences and needs. To create your anchor ritual, start by identifying activities that make you feel centered and calm. For some, this might be morning meditation or journaling. For others, it could be an evening walk, lighting a candle and reflecting on the day, or practicing deep breathing exercises. The key is to choose something that resonates with you, something that feels like a sanctuary in the midst of life's busyness. Once you've chosen your ritual, commit to it daily. Consistency is what gives an anchor ritual its power. Even if it's just 5 minutes, showing up for yourself every day creates a sense of stability and reliability. Over time, your brain begins to associate this ritual with calmness and clarity, making it easier to access those feelings even outside of the ritual itself. One example of a simple yet profound anchor ritual is morning journaling. Take a few minutes each morning to write down your thoughts, intentions, or anything weighing on your mind. This practice not only clears mental clutter, but also helps you start your day with focus and intention. Pair this with a gratitude list, 3 things you're thankful for, and you've created a powerful ritual to set a positive tone for the day. If you're drawn to movement, consider an anchor ritual that incorporates the body. A few minutes of stretching, yoga, or even mindful walking can ground you in the present moment and release tension. Focus on your breath as you move, letting it guide you into a state of calm awareness. For those who prefer stillness, meditation or mindfulness exercises can be transformative. A popular and effective technique is body scanning. Sit or lie down comfortably, close your eyes, and slowly bring your attention to each part of your body, starting from your toes and moving upward. Notice any tension or discomfort, and as you breathe out, imagine releasing that tension. This practice calms the mind while fostering a deep connection to your physical self. Another powerful ritual is what I call the sunset pause. At the end of the day, take a few moments to reflect on what went well, what you learned, and what you're grateful for. This reflection not only shifts your focus to the positive, but also helps you let go of any stress or negativity from the day. If possible, watch the actual sunset. It's a simple yet profound reminder of life's natural rhythms and beauty. Anchor rituals don't have to be complex. Even something as simple as making a cup of tea and sipping it mindfully can become a grounding practice. The key is to approach the ritual with intention. Put away distractions, focus on the present moment, and let this time be about you. As you integrate your anchor ritual into your life, you'll notice a ripple effect. That sense of calm and clarity you cultivate during your ritual begins to extend into other parts of your day. You'll find yourself responding to challenges with greater patience and navigating stress with more ease. Your anchor ritual becomes a constant in an ever-changing world. It reminds you that, no matter how chaotic life may seem, you always have the power to pause, reset, and find peace within yourself. Over time, this practice not only helps you stay calm and positive, but also strengthens your resilience and deepens your connection to the present moment. In the grand journey of staying calm and positive, your anchor ritual is your steady lighthouse, a beacon guiding you through the storms, keeping you centered, and reminding you of the peace that always resides within. Chapter 8. Building a Resilient Mindset, the Foundation of Lasting Positivity. Life is unpredictable. It will test you with challenges, disappointments, and unexpected setbacks. The secret to staying calm and positive doesn't lie in avoiding difficulties. It lies in building a resilient mindset. Resilience is your ability to bounce back, adapt, and grow stronger through life's trials. It's not just about survival, it's about thriving despite adversity. To begin cultivating resilience, start with a fundamental shift in perspective. View challenges as opportunities for growth. This doesn't mean minimizing the difficulty of your struggles, but reframing them as stepping stones rather than barriers. For example, if you face failure, instead of thinking, "I'll never succeed," ask yourself, "What can I learn from this experience?" This mindset helps you focus on progress rather than perfection. A practical exercise for developing resilience is reframing your narrative. Take a situation that feels like a setback and write it down. Next, rewrite the story from a growth-oriented perspective. Instead of, "I lost my job and now I'm stuck," try, "Losing my job is hard, but it's also an opportunity to explore new paths and discover what I'm truly passionate about." Over time, this practice trains your mind to approach obstacles with optimism and determination. Another key to resilience is strengthening your emotional flexibility. Life rarely unfolds as planned, and the ability to adapt is crucial. One way to enhance emotional flexibility is through mindfulness meditation. Spend 10 minutes a day observing your thoughts and emotions without judgment. Imagine your thoughts as clouds passing in the sky, temporary and ever-changing. This practice teaches you to accept life's uncertainties with grace, reducing emotional reactivity and fostering a sense of calm. Resilience also thrives on a foundation of self-belief. Building this confidence starts with identifying and celebrating your strengths. Create a strengths inventory by listing your skills, past achievements, and qualities you're proud of. Whenever doubt creeps in, revisit this list as a reminder of your capabilities. Pair this with daily affirmations like, "I have the strength to face anything that comes my way," or "Every challenge is an opportunity to grow stronger." Social support plays a significant role in resilience. Surround yourself with people who uplift and inspire you. Share your struggles with trusted friends or mentors who can provide perspective and encouragement. Remember, resilience doesn't mean doing everything alone. It means knowing when to seek help and allowing others to support you. In addition to building emotional strength, prioritize your physical well-being. Your body and mind are deeply interconnected, and resilience requires a strong foundation of health. Eat nourishing foods, stay active, and get sufficient rest. Exercise, in particular, is a powerful resilience booster. It releases endorphins that improve your mood and equips your body to handle stress more effectively. Developing resilience also means embracing a sense of purpose. When you have a clear sense of why you're doing what you're doing, it becomes easier to endure setbacks. Take time to reflect on your values and goals. What drives you? What kind of life do you want to create? Use these insights to guide your decisions and anchor you during tough times. A sense of purpose transforms challenges into meaningful experiences, fueling your motivation to keep going. A practical way to strengthen your resilience over time is through small, consistent challenges. Think of resilience like a muscle. It grows stronger with use. Set goals that push you slightly out of your comfort zone, whether it's learning a new skill, having a difficult conversation, or taking on a task you've been avoiding. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small, as each success builds your confidence and reinforces your ability to face challenges. Another powerful resilience-building habit is practicing gratitude for the hard times. While it might seem counterintuitive, reflecting on past struggles and the growth they inspired can help you appreciate your inner strength. For example, think back to a tough experience you overcame. What did it teach you? How did it shape the person you are today? Gratitude for these moments fosters a deeper sense of resilience by reminding you of your ability to persevere. Cultivate a long-term perspective. In the midst of difficulties, it's easy to feel like they'll last forever. Resilience comes from recognizing that all experiences, good or bad, are temporary. Think of life as a series of seasons. Some are bright and warm, while others are cold and challenging. Trust that no matter how harsh the current season may feel, it will eventually give way to new opportunities and brighter days. Building a resilient mindset is a lifelong journey, but it's one of the most empowering investments you can make in yourself. Resilience doesn't mean avoiding pain or pretending everything is okay. It means standing tall in the face of adversity, learning from every experience, and emerging stronger and wiser. With a resilient mindset, you not only survive life's storms, you thrive because of them. When calmness and positivity are rooted in resilience, they become unshakable, giving you the strength to face whatever life brings with courage and confidence. Chapter 9. The Ripple Effect of Kindness. Spreading positivity through action. Kindness is one of the simplest yet most profound ways to create calm and positivity in your life. While many self-help approaches focus on personal growth and inner work, the act of being kind to others can be equally transformative. Kindness not only improves the lives of those you touch, but also creates a ripple effect that amplifies your own sense of purpose, connection, and inner peace. At its core, kindness is about recognizing the shared humanity in everyone. When you practice kindness, you shift your focus from yourself to the world around you. This outward perspective can be incredibly grounding, especially in moments of stress or negativity. Whether it's holding the door open for a stranger, offering a genuine compliment, or lending a listening ear to a friend in need, these small acts can bring a sense of calm and fulfillment to your day. Kindness also has a profound impact on your mental and emotional well-being. Studies show that engaging in kind acts releases oxytocin, often referred to as the love hormone. Oxytocin reduces stress, lowers blood pressure, and promotes feelings of trust and connection. In essence, kindness isn't just a gift to others, it's a powerful form of self-care. One way to cultivate kindness is by practicing intentional gratitude for others. Take a moment each day to think about someone who has made a positive impact on your life, no matter how small. It could be a family member, a colleague, or even a stranger who smiled at you in passing. Write them a note, send a message, or simply reflect on the good they've brought into your life. This practice not only strengthens your relationships, but also fosters a deeper appreciation for the people around you. Another way to spread kindness is through random acts of generosity. These acts don't have to be grand gestures. They can be as simple as buying coffee for the person in line behind you, leaving an encouraging note on a co-worker's desk, or picking up trash in your neighborhood. The beauty of random acts is that they are unexpected, making them even more impactful. When someone experiences unexpected kindness, it creates a ripple effect. They're more likely to pay it forward, spreading positivity far beyond your original act. Kindness isn't just about individual actions. It's also about creating a culture of compassion in your daily life. Start by practicing active listening in your conversations. When someone speaks to you, focus on truly hearing them rather than formulating your response. This small shift shows that you value their words and emotions, fostering deeper connections and mutual respect. Another important aspect of kindness is forgiveness. Holding on to grudges or past hurts only drains your energy and clouds your mind. Forgiveness doesn't mean condoning harmful behavior. It means freeing yourself from the burden of resentment. When you let go of anger and extend compassion to those who have wronged you, you create space for inner peace and healing. To make kindness a daily habit, set a simple goal. Aim to perform one kind act each day. This could be something as small as smiling at a stranger or as meaningful as volunteering your time to a cause you care about. Keep a kindness journal to record these moments. It serves as a reminder of the positive impact you're making and inspires you to continue spreading goodness. Kindness isn't limited to others. It's equally important to be kind to yourself. Often, we are our harshest critics, constantly judging and berating ourselves for mistakes or shortcomings. Practice self-kindness by treating yourself with the same compassion you would offer a close friend. When you make a mistake, remind yourself that it's okay to be imperfect and focus on what you can learn from the experience. One of the most beautiful aspects of kindness is its contagious nature. When you act kindly, you inspire others to do the same. Imagine how different the world would be if everyone embraced kindness as a daily practice. Your actions, no matter how small, have the power to create a ripple effect that spreads far and wide, touching lives you may never even meet. Kindness also deepens your sense of purpose. When you help others, you reinforce the belief that your actions matter, giving your life greater meaning and direction. This sense of purpose can be a source of immense calm and positivity, even during challenging times. Remember that kindness is a journey, not a destination. There will be days when you feel too tired, frustrated, or overwhelmed to extend kindness to others, or even yourself. And that's okay. What matters is your intention and effort. Each act of kindness, no matter how small, contributes to a more compassionate world and a more peaceful you. By embracing kindness as a way of life, you not only transform the lives of those around you, but also create a foundation of calm and positivity within yourself. Kindness becomes a bridge, connecting you to others and to the deeper, more meaningful aspects of life. In spreading kindness, you discover the profound truth. The more you give, the more you receive, and the more calm and positivity you cultivate in your own heart. Chapter 10. The Practice of Letting Go, Finding Freedom in Acceptance. Life is a constant dance of gains and losses, achievements and setbacks, joys and disappointments. One of the most challenging yet liberating lessons in staying calm and positive is learning how to let go. Letting go isn't about giving up or ignoring your emotions. It's about releasing the things you can't control, the pain of the past and the fears of the future. It's about finding freedom and peace in acceptance. Letting go begins with understanding what's truly within your power. So much of our stress and frustration comes from clinging to things we can't change, other people's opinions, the outcome of certain events, or mistakes we've made in the past. Imagine carrying a heavy bag filled with all these worries everywhere you go. The weight slows you down, drains your energy, and keeps you from enjoying the journey. Letting go is the act of setting that bag down and walking forward, lighter and freer. One powerful way to practice letting go is through radical acceptance. This means fully acknowledging reality as it is, without resistance or denial. For example, if you've experienced a breakup, instead of thinking, "This shouldn't have happened," shift your perspective to, "It did happen, and I can find a way to grow from this." Radical acceptance doesn't mean you approve of or enjoy the situation. It simply means you recognize it for what it is and stop fighting against the truth. A practical exercise for letting go is the release ritual. Write down everything you're holding on to that no longer serves you: grudges, regrets, fears, or unrealistic expectations. Then, in a safe and intentional way, destroy the paper. You might burn it safely, tear it up, or shred it. As you do, visualize those burdens leaving your mind and body. This symbolic act can be incredibly freeing, giving you a sense of closure and renewal. Letting go often involves confronting your attachment to outcomes. Many of us attach our happiness to specific results: getting a promotion, receiving validation, or achieving a certain goal. While it's important to strive for what you want, tying your sense of peace to external events only creates anxiety and disappointment. Instead, focus on the effort and intention you put into your actions. Trust that you've done your part and release the need to control how things unfold. Another essential aspect of letting go is forgiving yourself and others. Holding on to guilt, shame, or resentment keeps you stuck in the past, unable to move forward. Self-forgiveness starts with recognizing that everyone makes mistakes. It's a natural part of being human. Reflect on what you've learned from your missteps and how they've shaped your growth. For others, forgiveness is about freeing yourself from the emotional burden of anger and bitterness. It doesn't mean condoning harmful behavior. It means reclaiming your peace and energy. The practice of letting go is deeply tied to the present moment. When you let go of the past and stop worrying about the future, you open yourself to the here and now. Mindfulness is a powerful tool for this. Try a simple mindfulness exercise. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and focus on the sensations of your breath entering and leaving your body. When your mind drifts to worries or regrets, gently bring your attention back to your breath. This practice helps you anchor yourself in the present, where life is unfolding. Letting go also applies to perfectionism and unrealistic expectations. Many of us carry the pressure to be perfect, to always say the right thing, make the right decision, or meet every expectation. This constant striving for perfection is exhausting and often unattainable. Practice letting go of this need by embracing imperfection. Remind yourself that mistakes are opportunities to learn, and growth often comes from moments of failure. Another tool for letting go is reframing your fears. Often, we hold on to things out of fear of change, fear of loss, or fear of the unknown. Challenge these fears by asking yourself, what's the worst that could happen, and how would I handle it if it did? You'll likely realize that you're stronger and more resourceful than you think, which makes it easier to release the grip of fear. Letting go is not a one-time event. It's an ongoing practice. Life will continue to throw new challenges and uncertainties your way, and each one will test your ability to release what you can't control. Be patient with yourself. Some things take time to let go of, and that's okay. What matters is your willingness to keep trying and to trust the process. When you embrace the practice of letting go, you create space for new experiences, relationships, and opportunities. You free yourself from the weight of the past and the anxiety of the future, allowing you to fully engage with the present. Letting go doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you care enough about yourself to prioritize your peace and well-being. Letting go is about surrendering to the flow of life. Like a river, life moves forward, carrying you to new places and experiences. When you stop clinging to the rocks and allow yourself to flow with the current, you discover the freedom and joy of living in harmony with the moment. In letting go, you don't lose control. You gain peace, resilience, and a deeper connection to yourself and the world around you. Chapter 11. Cultivating Patience. The quiet strength of calmness and positivity. Patience is a skill that often goes overlooked in a world that celebrates instant gratification. Whether it's waiting for a career breakthrough, healing from a painful experience, or simply dealing with everyday frustrations, patience is the quiet strength that allows us to remain calm and positive even when things don't happen on our timeline. It's not just about enduring delays. It's about cultivating a mindset that embraces the process and finds peace in the waiting. The first step to cultivating patience is understanding its true nature. Patience isn't passive. It's an active practice of self-control, resilience, and trust. When you're patient, you're choosing to stay centered and composed rather than reacting impulsively. This intentional calmness gives you the clarity to navigate challenges with grace and perspective. To build patience, start by identifying situations where you tend to feel impatient. Is it waiting in traffic, dealing with a difficult coworker, or working toward a long-term goal? Once you've pinpointed these triggers, focus on reframing your mindset. Instead of seeing waiting as wasted time, view it as an opportunity to practice mindfulness, reflection, or gratitude. For example, if you're stuck in traffic, use the time to listen to an inspiring podcast or reflect on what you're thankful for that day. A practical exercise to develop patience is the pause and breathe method. When you feel impatience creeping in, pause and take 3 slow, deep breaths. As you inhale, say to yourself, "I am calm." As you exhale, say, "I release impatience." This simple technique activates your body's relaxation response, helping you regain control of your emotions and stay present in the moment. Patience is deeply tied to perspective. When you're caught up in frustration, ask yourself, will this matter a week from now, a month, a year? This question helps you zoom out and see the bigger picture, reducing the intensity of your impatience. Often, what feels urgent in the moment loses its significance when viewed through a wider lens. Another way to cultivate patience is by embracing the idea of progress over perfection. Many of us become impatient because we expect instant results, whether it's mastering a new skill, achieving a goal, or seeing changes in others. Instead, focus on the small, consistent steps you're taking toward your goals. Celebrate progress, no matter how incremental. This shift in focus not only makes the journey more enjoyable, but also reinforces your commitment to long-term growth. Patience also requires trust. Trust in yourself, the process, and life's timing. When things don't happen as quickly as you'd like, remind yourself that growth and transformation take time. A tree doesn't bear fruit the day it's planted. It needs nurturing, sunlight, and seasons to grow. Trust that the effort you're putting in will yield results, even if you can't see them immediately. One powerful practice for building patience is delayed gratification. This means intentionally postponing immediate rewards to cultivate discipline and focus. For example, instead of indulging in a quick distraction like scrolling through social media, commit to spending that time on something meaningful, like working on a passion project or spending quality time with loved ones. Over time, practicing delayed gratification strengthens your ability to resist impulsive reactions and stay focused on long-term goals. Patience also extends to how we interact with others. In relationships, impatience often arises when we expect people to change or behave in ways that align with our preferences. Instead of pushing for immediate change, practice empathy and understanding. Recognize that everyone has their own journey and pace of growth. By approaching others with patience, you create an environment of trust and compassion, fostering deeper connections. A powerful tool for cultivating patience in relationships is active listening. When someone speaks, resist the urge to interrupt or rush them. Instead, focus on truly hearing their words and emotions. This simple act not only strengthens your patience, but also shows respect and care for the other person, deepening your bond. To sustain patience over the long term, incorporate practices that nurture your mental and emotional resilience. Meditation, journaling, and spending time in nature are excellent ways to cultivate inner calm and perspective. These practices help you develop the emotional stability needed to stay patient, even in challenging circumstances. Be patient with yourself. Growth takes time, and there will be moments when you fall short of your expectations. Instead of criticizing yourself, practice self-compassion. Remind yourself that every step, no matter how small, is part of your journey. Patience with yourself is the foundation of patience with others and the world around you. Patience is a quiet yet powerful strength. It allows you to navigate life with grace, finding peace in the waiting and joy in the journey. As you cultivate patience, you'll discover that calmness and positivity are not just states of being, they're choices you make every day. With patience, you can embrace life's uncertainties with trust, resilience, and unwavering faith in the process. Chapter 12. The Power of Visualization. creating calmness and positivity through your mind's eye. Visualization is a powerful tool that can transform the way you think, feel, and approach life. By harnessing the power of your imagination, you can create a mental space where calmness and positivity thrive, even in the face of challenges. Visualization isn't just daydreaming. It's a deliberate practice of using your mind's eye to shape your emotions, enhance your focus, and turn your goals into reality. At its core, visualization is about creating vivid mental images of desired outcomes or emotional states. Your brain doesn't distinguish between something vividly imagined and something real, which is why visualization can have such a profound impact on your mindset and well-being. Whether you're looking to stay calm during stressful moments or cultivate long-term positivity, visualization can be a game-changing practice. To begin, find a quiet and comfortable space where you won't be interrupted. Close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, and bring your focus inward. Start with a simple exercise. Imagine a peaceful place that makes you feel calm and safe. It could be a serene beach, a lush forest, or a cozy corner in your home. Engage all your senses. Feel the warmth of the sun, hear the gentle rustling of leaves, and smell the fresh air. This mental sanctuary becomes your personal retreat, a place you can return to anytime you need to reset and find peace. For cultivating positivity, use visualization to focus on moments of joy and gratitude. Recall a memory that made you feel truly happy. Maybe it was a celebration with loved ones, a quiet moment of achievement, or simply a day when you felt content and at ease. Replay this memory in your mind, making it as vivid as possible. Let the positive emotions associated with that moment wash over you. This practice not only uplifts your mood, but also trains your brain to focus on the good in life. Another powerful visualization technique is future self-visualization. This involves imagining the person you want to become and the life you want to live. Picture yourself achieving your goals, whether it's excelling in your career, improving your health, or building meaningful relationships. See yourself confidently handling challenges, radiating calmness, and embracing positivity. Focus on the details. How do you feel in this envisioned future? What actions are you taking? By creating a clear and compelling vision of your future self, you strengthen your motivation and align your daily actions with your aspirations. Visualization isn't just about emotional states. It can also help you navigate specific challenges with greater calm and focus. For example, if you're about to face a stressful situation, such as a presentation or a difficult conversation, visualize yourself handling it successfully. Picture yourself speaking clearly, staying composed, and achieving a positive outcome. This mental rehearsal not only reduces anxiety, but also improves your performance by boosting your confidence and preparing your mind for success. Incorporating affirmations into your visualization practice can amplify its impact. Pair your mental images with positive statements like, "I am calm and in control," "I attract positivity into my life," or "I am capable of overcoming any challenge." Repeat these affirmations as you visualize, reinforcing the beliefs you want to cultivate. One advanced visualization technique is called creative visualization. This involves imagining not just outcomes, but the entire process of achieving them. For instance, if you're working toward a fitness goal, visualize yourself waking up early, lacing up your running shoes, and enjoying a satisfying workout. By mentally rehearsing the steps, you build a sense of familiarity and ease around the process, making it more likely that you'll take action in real life. Visualization can also be a tool for letting go of negativity. If you're holding on to stress, anger, or fear, imagine these emotions as tangible objects, like a heavy rock or a dark cloud. Visualize yourself releasing them, Perhaps you see yourself dropping the rock into a river and watching it sink, or blowing the cloud away with a strong wind. This mental imagery can help you symbolically detach from negative emotions, creating space for calmness and positivity to flow in. To make visualization a consistent habit, set aside a few minutes each day for this practice. Morning visualizations can set a positive tone for your day, while evening visualizations can help you unwind and reflect. Use guided visualization recordings if you're new to the practice or prefer structure. Over time, this habit will become a natural and powerful part of your routine. The effects of visualization extend far beyond the moments when you're actively practicing it. As you train your mind to focus on calmness, positivity, and success, these qualities begin to influence your thoughts, emotions, and actions in daily life. You'll find yourself approaching challenges with greater confidence, noticing more opportunities for joy, and creating a mindset that naturally attracts positive outcomes. Visualization is not just a mental exercise, it's a way of designing the life you want to live. By regularly engaging your mind's eye, you harness the power of intention and imagination to shape your reality. In the process, you discover that calmness and positivity aren't things you have to chase. They're states you can create, starting from within. Chapter 13. The Strength of Daily Reflection. Learning from your day to cultivate calm and positivity. In the rush of everyday life, it's easy to get caught up in the momentum of tasks, responsibilities, and distractions, losing touch with the lessons and moments that make each day meaningful. Reflection is the practice of intentionally pausing to examine your thoughts, actions, and experiences. It's a simple yet powerful way to build calmness and positivity, transforming your day-to-day life into a journey of continuous growth and gratitude. Daily reflection starts with creating a quiet space, either at the end of your day or during a peaceful moment. This time is yours to step back from the noise and chaos, reconnect with yourself, and take a closer look at what your day has taught you. It's not about dwelling on mistakes or regrets. It's about learning from them and celebrating progress, no matter how small. Begin your reflection practice with 3 foundational questions. What went well today? Focus on the positive moments, achievements, or simple joys you experienced, whether it was completing a task, sharing a laugh with someone, or enjoying a quiet cup of coffee. These reflections help train your brain to notice and appreciate the good in life, even on challenging days. What could have gone better? Approach this question with curiosity, not criticism. Instead of saying, "I failed at this," frame it as, "What can I learn from this experience?" This mindset shifts your focus from blame to growth, turning setbacks into stepping stones. What am I grateful for? Gratitude is a cornerstone of positivity. Reflect on at least one thing you're thankful for each day. It could be something as simple as a warm meal, a kind word, or the opportunity to start fresh tomorrow. Gratitude anchors you in the present and fosters a sense of contentment. Expand on these questions by journaling your reflections. Writing helps you organize your thoughts and uncover insights that might otherwise go unnoticed. You don't need to write pages. A few sentences or bullet points are enough. Over time, this journal becomes a treasure trove of lessons, progress, and memories, serving as a reminder of how far you've come. Incorporate visualization into your reflection practice. After reviewing your day, close your eyes and visualize how you want tomorrow to unfold. Imagine yourself handling challenges with calmness and embracing opportunities with positivity. This exercise primes your mind for success and helps you approach each new day with intention and confidence. Daily reflection also helps you identify patterns in your thoughts and behaviors. You might notice recurring sources of stress or habits that no longer serve you. With this awareness, you can take proactive steps to address these issues, making adjustments that align with your values and goals. Reflection isn't just about looking back, it's about paving the way forward. One effective technique is the 3 wins exercise. At the end of each day, write down 3 specific wins, no matter how small they seem. It could be something like finishing a report, resisting the urge to overreact in a stressful situation, or spending quality time with a loved one. By focusing on these wins, you build confidence and momentum, reminding yourself that progress happens one step at a time. To deepen your reflection practice, try incorporating mindfulness. As you reflect, notice how certain memories or thoughts make you feel. Are there unresolved emotions or lingering stress? Use this time to process those feelings rather than suppressing them. Pair this with deep breathing or meditation to calm your mind and body, creating a sense of closure for the day. Another powerful aspect of reflection is recognizing the impact you've had on others. Ask yourself, did I contribute to someone else's happiness today? Did I practice kindness or empathy? These questions help you focus on the ripple effect of your actions, encouraging you to approach each day with greater compassion and intention. Daily reflection isn't limited to the evening. It can also be part of your morning routine. Start your day by reflecting on your intentions. What do I want to accomplish today? How do I want to show up for myself and others? Morning reflections set a positive tone and help you stay aligned with your priorities throughout the day. Over time, the practice of reflection becomes a powerful habit. It shifts your perspective, helping you see challenges as opportunities for growth and ordinary moments as sources of joy. It also strengthens your ability to stay calm and centered, even when life feels overwhelming. By taking the time to reflect, you cultivate a deeper connection with yourself and the world around you. Incorporating reflection into your daily life is like planting seeds of calmness and positivity. Each day, these seeds grow into insights, lessons, and moments of gratitude that enrich your life. Reflection reminds you that every day, no matter how ordinary it may seem, holds value and meaning. It's a practice of mindfulness, self-awareness, and intentional living that transforms how you experience the world. Ultimately, daily reflection is an act of self-care. It's a moment to pause, breathe, and acknowledge your journey. In doing so, you create a foundation of calmness and positivity that supports you in navigating life's ups and downs with grace and resilience. Reflection turns the ordinary into the extraordinary, making each day a stepping stone toward a life of fulfillment and joy. Chapter 14. The Power of Self-Discipline, a Path to Consistent Calmness and Positivity. Self-discipline is often misunderstood as a rigid or restrictive practice, but in reality, it's one of the most empowering tools for cultivating calmness and positivity in life. At its core, self-discipline is the ability to make intentional choices that align with your long-term goals and values, even when it's uncomfortable or inconvenient in the moment. It's about creating structure and habits that allow you to thrive, regardless of external circumstances. To understand the transformative power of self-discipline, imagine your mind as a garden. Without care and attention, weeds, negative thoughts, distractions, and bad habits can overrun it, making it difficult to see the beauty within. Self-discipline is the act of tending to that garden, pulling out the weeds, planting seeds of positivity, and consistently nurturing them until they flourish. This intentional effort creates an environment where calmness and positivity can grow naturally. One of the first steps to developing self-discipline is defining your priorities. Take time to reflect on what truly matters to you. Is it your health, your relationships, personal growth. Once you've identified your core values, use them as a compass to guide your decisions. Every time you choose to act in alignment with your priorities, you strengthen your discipline and reinforce your sense of purpose. Start small. Many people struggle with self-discipline because they set unrealistic goals that feel overwhelming. Instead, focus on creating micro-habits, tiny, manageable actions that move you closer to your goals. For example, if you want to develop a mindfulness practice, start by meditating for just 1 minute a day. These small wins build momentum and create a foundation for larger changes over time. A powerful tool for cultivating self-discipline is the 2-minute rule. If a task feels daunting, break it down into something you can do in 2 minutes or less. For instance, instead of committing to a full workout, start by putting on your exercise clothes and doing one stretch. Often, taking that first small step makes it easier to keep going. Over time, these small efforts add up to significant progress. Another important aspect of self-discipline is creating routines. Routines provide structure and reduce decision fatigue, making it easier to stay consistent. Start with a morning or evening routine that aligns with your goals. For example, your morning routine might include 10 minutes of journaling, a quick walk, and setting intentions for the day. These rituals anchor your day in calmness and positivity, giving you a sense of control and clarity. Self-discipline also involves managing distractions. In today's world, it's easy to get pulled in multiple directions by notifications, social media, or endless to-do lists. To stay focused, practice time blocking. Allocate specific periods for work, rest, and personal activities, and stick to these boundaries. Use tools like timers or apps to minimize interruptions and keep you on track. One of the biggest challenges to self-discipline is overcoming procrastination. When you find yourself avoiding a task, ask yourself, why am I resisting this? Often, procrastination stems from fear of failure, imperfection, or discomfort. Address these fears by reframing your mindset. Instead of aiming for perfection, focus on progress. Remind yourself that taking action, even imperfectly, is better than staying stuck. Building self-discipline also requires cultivating resilience. There will be days when you falter, and that's okay. The key is to view setbacks as part of the process rather than as failures. If you miss a day of meditation, skip a workout, or give in to a distraction, don't let it derail your progress. Reflect on what went wrong, adjust your approach, and get back on track. Resilience turns self-discipline into a sustainable practice. Accountability can further strengthen your self-discipline. Share your goals with a trusted friend, join a community of like-minded individuals, or track your progress in a journal or app. Knowing that someone else is aware of your commitments can motivate you to stay consistent, while tracking your efforts provides tangible evidence of your growth. An often overlooked aspect of self-discipline is the importance of self-care. Discipline doesn't mean pushing yourself to the point of burnout. It means balancing effort with rest. Make time for activities that recharge your mind and body, such as spending time in nature, enjoying hobbies, or practicing relaxation techniques. Self-discipline thrives when you feel energized and motivated, so prioritize your well-being. Visualization can also play a role in strengthening self-discipline. Each day, take a moment to picture yourself making choices that align with your goals. Imagine the satisfaction and pride you'll feel as you follow through on your commitments. This mental rehearsal reinforces positive behaviors and makes it easier to act on them in real life. Self-discipline is about building trust with yourself. Every time you honor your commitments, you prove to yourself that you're capable of following through. This self-trust creates a sense of calmness and confidence, allowing you to face challenges with a positive and resilient mindset. Over time, self-discipline becomes less about effort and more about habit. The intentional choices you make today shape your future, creating a life rooted in calmness, positivity, and purpose. It's not about being perfect. It's about showing up consistently, even when it's hard. With self-discipline, you take control of your life, empowering yourself to create the outcomes you desire and embrace the journey along the way. Chapter 15. Embracing Change, the Path to Growth, Calmness, and Positivity. Change is one of the few constants in life, yet it often feels unsettling and unpredictable. Whether it's a new job, the end of a relationship, moving to a new city, or the natural transitions of aging, change challenges us to adapt and grow. While it's natural to resist change, learning to embrace it is key to cultivating calmness and positivity. When you see change not as a threat but as an opportunity, it becomes a powerful force for transformation and resilience. To start embracing change, acknowledge that resistance is a normal reaction. The human brain is wired to seek comfort and stability, which is why change often triggers fear or anxiety. However, resisting change only creates tension and stress. Instead, practice acceptance. Acceptance doesn't mean you have to like or agree with the change. It means acknowledging its reality without fighting against it. Say to yourself, "This is happening, and I can find a way to navigate it." One effective way to shift your mindset is by reframing how you view change. Instead of seeing it as a loss or disruption, consider it a chance to learn and grow. Ask yourself, what opportunities does this change bring? How can I use this situation to become stronger or wiser? For example, a career change might feel daunting, but it could also be a chance to explore a field you're passionate about. A relationship ending might feel painful, but it could open the door to self-discovery and personal growth. Reflecting on past experiences can also help you embrace change. Think about a time when you faced a major transition. Initially, it may have felt overwhelming or difficult, but what happened over time? What lessons did you learn? What new opportunities or connections came from it? Revisiting these moments reminds you of your ability to adapt and thrive, even in the face of uncertainty. Visualization is another powerful tool for embracing change. Close your eyes and imagine yourself navigating the change successfully. Picture yourself feeling confident, calm, and positive as you adapt to your new circumstances. This mental rehearsal helps reduce fear and builds a sense of empowerment, making it easier to approach the situation with an open mind. To handle the emotional ups and downs that often accompany change, practice mindfulness. Mindfulness helps you stay grounded in the present moment, rather than getting lost in worries about the future or regrets about the past. When feelings of overwhelm arise, take a few deep breaths and focus on the sensations around you, the feel of your feet on the ground, the sound of birds, or the rhythm of your breath. This practice calms your mind and allows you to respond to change with greater clarity. Change often requires letting go of the old to make space for the new. This process can be bittersweet, as it involves releasing habits, relationships, or roles that once defined you. To make this transition easier, practice gratitude for what was. Reflect on the positive aspects of what you're leaving behind and express gratitude for the role they played in your life. For example, if you're moving to a new city, take a moment to appreciate the memories and lessons from your current home. Gratitude helps you honor the past while embracing the future. Another way to embrace change is by focusing on what you can control. Change often brings uncertainty, and it's easy to feel powerless in the face of it. Identify the aspects of the situation that are within your control, your attitude, your choices, and your actions, and direct your energy there. For instance, if you've lost a job, You might not control the timing of finding a new one, but you can control how you prepare your resume, network, and stay motivated. Surrounding yourself with supportive people can also make a big difference. Share your feelings and experiences with trusted friends, family members, or mentors. Their perspective and encouragement can provide comfort and guidance as you navigate the transition. Additionally, seek out communities or resources related to your specific change, such as support groups, online forums, or workshops. Knowing you're not alone can make the process feel less daunting. Change is also an opportunity to practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself as you adjust to new circumstances. Recognize that growth takes time and that it's okay to feel uncertain or uneasy along the way. Treat yourself with patience and understanding, just as you would a friend going through a similar situation. Celebrate small victories, like taking the first step toward adapting, and give yourself credit for your resilience. Journaling can be a helpful tool for processing change. Write down your thoughts, fears, and hopes about the transition. Use your journal as a safe space to explore your emotions and reflect on your progress. Over time, you'll be able to look back and see how far you've come, reinforcing your confidence in your ability to handle change. Remind yourself that change is a natural and necessary part of life. Like the seasons, life is meant to evolve. Trees shed their leaves in autumn to prepare for new growth in spring, and rivers flow and shift, carving new paths over time. Embracing change is about flowing with life's natural rhythms rather than resisting them. Each transition brings the potential for renewal, discovery, and transformation. When you learn to embrace change, you free yourself from the fear of the unknown and open yourself to new possibilities. Change becomes not something to dread, but something to explore, a journey of growth, adaptation, and self-discovery. In embracing change, you discover your inner strength, deepen your resilience, and cultivate a mindset that finds calmness and positivity in even the most uncertain times. Chapter 16. The Power of Connection, Building Relationships that Inspire Calmness and Positivity. Human connection is one of the most profound sources of calmness and positivity in life. Relationships have the power to uplift your spirit, provide support in challenging times, and remind you that you're never alone. While self-care and inner work are essential, the connections you build with others play an equally significant role in your journey toward a more centered and fulfilling life. Learning how to nurture meaningful relationships and cultivate a sense of belonging can transform not only your life, but the lives of those around you. The first step in cultivating positive relationships is understanding the kind of connections you need. Not all relationships are created equal, and while some bring joy and stability, others may drain your energy or contribute to stress. Reflect on the people in your life who inspires you, makes you feel safe, or motivates you to be your best self. Surrounding yourself with individuals who align with your values and encourage your growth is vital to building a supportive network. Start by prioritizing quality over quantity. It's not about having a large circle of acquaintances, but about fostering deep and meaningful bonds with a select few. These are the relationships where you feel truly seen, heard, and valued. Invest time and energy into these connections, as they provide a foundation of emotional support and mutual respect that can help you navigate life's challenges with greater ease. One of the most powerful ways to deepen your connections is through active listening. In conversations, focus on truly hearing what the other person is saying rather than planning your response. Make eye contact, nod to show understanding, and ask thoughtful questions to clarify their feelings or thoughts. This practice not only strengthens your bond, but also demonstrates that you genuinely care, creating a sense of trust and openness. Another key to building positive relationships is practicing vulnerability. While it's natural to want to appear strong or self-sufficient, allowing yourself to share your fears, dreams, and struggles can create deeper connections. Vulnerability invites others to do the same, fostering mutual understanding and empathy. For example, if you're going through a tough time, don't be afraid to open up to a trusted friend or family member. Sharing your emotions can be incredibly healing and can strengthen the relationship. Kindness is another cornerstone of meaningful connections. Small acts of kindness, whether it's a thoughtful text, a compliment, or offering a helping hand, can have a ripple effect, strengthening your bond and uplifting both you and the recipient. Kindness doesn't have to be grand. Even the smallest gestures show that you value and care for the other person, creating a foundation of positivity in your relationships. Gratitude also plays a significant role in fostering connection. Take time to express your appreciation for the people in your life. Let them know what you value about them, whether it's their sense of humor, their support during hard times, or simply their presence. Gratitude not only deepens your relationships, but also enhances your own sense of positivity and well-being. Conflict is inevitable in any relationship, but how you handle it can make all the difference. Instead of avoiding disagreements, approach them with empathy and a willingness to understand the other person's perspective. Use I statements to express your feelings without placing blame, such as, "I felt hurt when," or "I need support with." This approach fosters constructive communication and helps resolve issues while preserving the relationship. In addition to personal relationships, consider the importance of building connections within your community. Joining groups, attending events, or volunteering can help you meet like-minded individuals and create a sense of belonging. Community connections provide a broader support system and give you the opportunity to contribute positively to the world around you. Boundaries are another essential aspect of healthy relationships. While it's important to be open and supportive, it's equally important to protect your own well-being. Learn to say no when needed and communicate your needs clearly. Setting boundaries isn't about pushing people away. It's about creating space for relationships to thrive in a way that respects both parties. If you're looking to deepen your existing relationships, consider creating shared rituals or traditions. This could be a weekly phone call with a distant friend, a monthly family dinner, or an annual trip with your closest companions. These rituals create a sense of continuity and give you something to look forward to, strengthening your bond over time. Technology can also play a positive role in fostering connection, especially in today's fast-paced world. Use it to stay in touch with loved ones, share meaningful moments, or simply check in to see how someone is doing. However, be mindful of balancing digital communication with in-person interactions, as face-to-face connections often have a deeper emotional impact. Building strong relationships isn't just about what you receive, it's also about what you give. Be a source of positivity and encouragement for the people in your life. Celebrate their successes, support them in their challenges, and be present in their moments of need. When you give to others without expecting anything in return, you create a cycle of generosity and goodwill that enriches everyone involved. Remember to nurture your relationship with yourself. The way you treat yourself sets the tone for how you interact with others. Practice self-compassion, acknowledge your strengths, and take time for self-reflection. When you're at peace with yourself, you're better equipped to build calm, positive, and fulfilling connections with others. The power of connection lies in its ability to remind us of our shared humanity. By fostering relationships rooted in kindness, empathy, and mutual respect, you create a support system that sustains you through life's ups and downs. Connection isn't just a source of comfort. It's a source of strength, reminding you that calmness and positivity are not solitary pursuits, but shared experiences that grow and flourish in the company of others. Chapter 17. The Art of Self-Expression. Releasing inner calm and positivity through creativity and authenticity. Self-expression is an essential yet often overlooked aspect of cultivating calmness and positivity in life. When you give yourself permission to express your thoughts, emotions, and creativity freely, you unlock a sense of authenticity and fulfillment that can transform your outlook. Self-expression is more than just speaking your mind. It's about finding the unique ways in which you can communicate your inner world to the outer one, whether through words, art, movement, or other forms of creativity. At its core, self-expression is a celebration of who you are. It allows you to process your emotions, explore your identity, and share your perspective with others. Suppressing your thoughts or feelings can create tension and stress, while expressing them can bring clarity and relief. By embracing the art of self-expression, you create a space where calmness and positivity can flourish. One of the most accessible forms of self-expression is journaling. Writing down your thoughts and emotions helps you process them and gain insight into your inner world. Don't worry about grammar or structure. This is a space for you to be raw and honest. Start with prompts like, "What am I feeling right now?" or "What is something I've been holding inside?" Over time, journaling becomes a powerful tool for self-discovery and emotional release. Another avenue for self-expression is creativity. Creative activities such as painting, drawing, writing poetry, dancing, or playing music allow you to channel your emotions into something tangible. For instance, if you're feeling stressed, you might sketch or paint to visually represent your feelings. The process of creating, rather than the final product, is what's most therapeutic. Creativity is a way to externalize your internal experiences, helping you release negativity and invite positivity. For those who feel more comfortable with verbal expression, speaking your truth is a vital part of self-expression. This doesn't mean you have to share everything with everyone. It's about being honest with yourself and communicating authentically with those you trust. Practice sharing your thoughts and feelings with a close friend or family member. Start small, and as you become more comfortable, you'll find that expressing yourself openly strengthens your relationships and reduces feelings of isolation. Another way to practice self-expression is through movement. Activities like dance, yoga, or even a simple walk can be forms of expressing what's inside you. Movement helps release stored tension in your body and brings a sense of freedom and connection to your emotions. For example, dancing to your favorite music can be a joyful way to release stress and boost your mood, while yoga can help you connect with a sense of inner calm. Storytelling is another powerful method of self-expression. Everyone has a story to tell, and sharing yours can be deeply cathartic. Whether it's writing a memoir, recording a video, or simply telling a story to a friend, sharing your experiences helps you make sense of them and find meaning. Your story also has the potential to inspire others, creating a ripple effect of positivity and connection. Artistic expression isn't the only way to share your truth. Sometimes it's about embracing your unique voice in everyday life. This could mean speaking up in a meeting, sharing your opinions in a conversation, or dressing in a way that reflects your personality. Authenticity is at the heart of self-expression, and when you allow yourself to be seen as you truly are, you cultivate a sense of calm and confidence. If self-expression feels intimidating, start with small steps. Create a private space where you can explore your thoughts and emotions without judgment. This could be a journal, a sketchbook, or even a voice memo on your phone. The more you practice expressing yourself in private, the easier it becomes to share with others. One obstacle to self-expression is fear of judgment, rejection, or failure. To overcome this, remind yourself that self-expression is for you, not for others. It's a way of honoring your feelings and experiences, regardless of how they're received. The more you focus on the process rather than the outcome, the more freeing self-expression becomes. Practicing gratitude for your unique perspective can also encourage self-expression. Reflect on the things that make you who you are, your passions, quirks, and strengths. Remind yourself that your perspective is valuable and that the world benefits from your authentic voice. This mindset helps you approach self-expression with confidence and positivity. Incorporating self-expression into your daily routine can have lasting benefits. Start each day with a creative activity, such as writing a short poem, doodling, or singing a favorite song. End your day with reflection, using a journal or audio recording to capture your thoughts and experiences. These small acts of self-expression add up, creating a foundation of calmness and positivity that supports you through life's challenges. Over time, self-expression becomes a practice of self-acceptance. It teaches you to embrace your emotions, honor your experiences, and celebrate your uniqueness. As you learn to express yourself authentically, you'll notice a growing sense of inner peace and fulfillment. You'll also inspire those around you to do the same, creating a ripple effect of positivity and authenticity. The art of self-expression is about living in alignment with who you truly are. It's about releasing the pressure to conform and embracing the freedom to be yourself. Through self-expression, you connect with your inner calm and positivity, creating a life that feels meaningful, joyful, and uniquely yours. Chapter 18. Cultivating a Growth Mindset. The key to lifelong calmness and positivity. Life is a journey of constant learning, evolving, and growing. At the heart of this journey lies the growth mindset, the belief that your abilities, intelligence, and emotional resilience can be developed through effort, learning, and persistence. A growth mindset empowers you to face challenges with optimism, learn from setbacks, and embrace opportunities for self-improvement. By cultivating this mindset, you can unlock a lifelong source of calmness and positivity, no matter what life throws your way. To understand the growth mindset, it's helpful to contrast it with its opposite, the fixed mindset. A fixed mindset assumes that your traits, talents, and intelligence are static and unchangeable. This belief often leads to fear of failure, avoidance of challenges, and self-doubt. In contrast, a growth mindset sees potential everywhere. It acknowledges that while you may not be perfect now, you have the capacity to improve, adapt, and grow with time and effort. The first step in cultivating a growth mindset is recognizing that challenges are opportunities in disguise. While it's natural to feel discouraged by obstacles, try reframing them as valuable lessons. Instead of thinking, "I can't do this," shift to, "I can't do this yet, but I can learn." This small change in perspective transforms setbacks from roadblocks into stepping stones for growth. Reflection is a powerful tool for adopting a growth mindset. Take a moment to look back on your life and identify times when you overcame adversity or learned something valuable from failure. Perhaps you struggled in a subject at school but improved through practice, or you faced a personal setback that ultimately made you stronger. These experiences remind you of your ability to grow and adapt, even when things feel difficult. One practical way to strengthen a growth mindset is by setting process-oriented goals rather than outcome-oriented ones. For example, instead of saying, "I want to lose 20 pounds, focus on the process. I want to exercise 3 times a week and eat more vegetables. Process-oriented goals keep you motivated by emphasizing the steps you can control rather than fixating on a distant result. They also make success feel more achievable and less overwhelming. A growth mindset thrives on curiosity. Cultivate a habit of asking questions and seeking new knowledge. Read books, take courses, or explore hobbies that challenge you to learn something new. For example, if you've always wanted to learn a musical instrument or a foreign language, approach it with a beginner's mindset. Embrace the mistakes and missteps as part of the learning process, knowing that each attempt brings you closer to mastery. Another essential aspect of a growth mindset is embracing feedback. It can be difficult to hear criticism, but constructive feedback is one of the most valuable tools for growth. Instead of taking it personally, view it as an opportunity to learn and improve. For example, if your supervisor suggests ways to enhance your performance at work, thank them and use their advice to refine your skills. Feedback is not a reflection of your worth, but a chance to become better. Surrounding yourself with growth-minded people can also inspire you to adopt this perspective. Spend time with individuals who encourage learning, celebrate effort, and see potential in every situation. Their attitude will naturally influence your own, making it easier to embrace growth and stay positive. Likewise, be that source of encouragement for others. When you support and uplift those around you, you reinforce your own growth mindset. Developing resilience is another key component of a growth mindset. Life will inevitably bring setbacks, but your ability to bounce back determines your long-term success. Practice resilience by viewing failures as temporary and specific, rather than permanent and pervasive. For example, instead of saying, "I'm bad at this," say, "I didn't succeed this time, but I can improve next time." This shift helps you stay calm and focused, even when things don't go as planned. Gratitude plays a significant role in maintaining a growth mindset. When you focus on what you've learned and how far you've come, you reinforce the belief that growth is possible. At the end of each day, take a moment to reflect on something you learned or a challenge you overcame. This practice keeps you grounded in the present and optimistic about the future. One way to integrate a growth mindset into your daily life is by adopting affirmations that reflect this perspective. Statements like, "I am constantly learning," "Challenges help me grow," or "Every step forward counts," can rewire your thinking and reinforce positive beliefs. Repeat these affirmations to yourself regularly, especially during moments of doubt or frustration. Visualization is another tool that can amplify a growth mindset. Take time to imagine yourself succeeding after putting in effort and perseverance. Picture yourself mastering a skill, overcoming a challenge, or achieving a goal. Visualization helps you stay motivated and reminds you of your ability to grow with dedication and practice. Acknowledge and celebrate progress, no matter how small. The growth mindset isn't about instant results. It's about appreciating the journey. If you're learning a new skill, recognize milestones along the way, whether it's completing your first lesson, making fewer mistakes, or feeling more confident. These small victories keep you motivated and reinforce your belief in the power of growth. Be patient with yourself. Cultivating a growth mindset is an ongoing process, not an overnight transformation. There will be times when you feel stuck, frustrated, or doubtful. In those moments, remind yourself that growth takes time and that every effort you make contributes to your development. Treat yourself with the same kindness and encouragement you would offer to a friend on their journey. In embracing a growth mindset, you unlock the potential to face life's challenges with resilience, optimism, and curiosity. You learn to find joy in the process rather than fixating solely on the results. Over time, this mindset creates a foundation of calmness and positivity that allows you to thrive in any circumstance. With a growth mindset, every experience becomes an opportunity to learn, evolve, and become the best version of yourself. Chapter 19. The Power of Forgiveness, Releasing Burdens to Find Calmness and Positivity. Forgiveness is one of the most profound and liberating practices for cultivating calmness and positivity in life. Holding on to anger, resentment, or guilt creates emotional burdens that drain your energy, cloud your mind, and keep you stuck in the past. Forgiveness, on the other hand, is a way of releasing those burdens and freeing yourself to live with greater peace, resilience, and joy. Forgiving others and yourself is not about condoning hurtful actions. It's about choosing to let go of the pain they cause you. To understand the transformative power of forgiveness, consider its impact on your mental and emotional well-being. When you hold on to anger or resentment, your mind repeatedly revisits the source of your pain, creating a cycle of negativity that can lead to stress, anxiety, and even physical health issues. Forgiveness breaks this cycle. It shifts your focus from the past to the present, allowing you to move forward with a lighter heart and a clearer mind. The first step in forgiveness is acknowledging your feelings. Many people suppress their anger or hurt because they feel it's wrong to have those emotions. However, healing begins with acceptance. Allow yourself to feel the pain, anger, or betrayal without judgment. Write about your emotions in a journal, talk to a trusted friend, or reflect in solitude. Acknowledging your feelings doesn't mean you're giving power to them. It means you're recognizing their presence so you can begin to release them. Next, practice empathy. This doesn't mean excusing harmful behavior, but rather trying to understand the other person's perspective or circumstances. Ask yourself, what might have led them to act this way? Were they acting out of fear, ignorance, or their own unresolved pain? Empathy helps you see the situation with greater clarity and detaches your identity from the hurt, making forgiveness more accessible. Forgiveness doesn't happen overnight, and it doesn't need to be a dramatic moment. Start small by cultivating a willingness to forgive. This might involve repeating affirmations like, "I am open to releasing this pain," or "I choose to free myself from this burden." Even if you don't feel ready to forgive completely, these small steps plant the seeds for healing over time. One practical technique for forgiveness is the letter of release. Write a letter to the person who hurt you, expressing your feelings honestly and openly. You don't need to send the letter. It's for your benefit, not theirs. Pour out everything you've been holding on to, then conclude the letter with words of release, such as, "I choose to let go of this pain so I can heal." You can keep the letter as a reminder of your decision or destroy it as a symbolic act of release. Forgiveness isn't only about others, it's also about forgiving yourself. Many people carry guilt or shame for mistakes they've made, feeling as though they're unworthy of forgiveness. However, holding on to self-criticism only deepens your wounds. Reflect on the actions you regret and ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I grow? Acknowledge your humanity. No one is perfect, and every mistake is an opportunity to become wiser and stronger. Practicing self-compassion is a vital part of self-forgiveness. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer to a close friend. If you find it difficult to forgive yourself, try this exercise. Write down the situation as though it happened to someone else, then write a letter offering them comfort and forgiveness. Reading this letter can help you extend that same compassion to yourself. Forgiveness also requires boundaries. Forgiving someone doesn't mean allowing them to continue hurting you or ignoring your own needs. If someone has consistently caused you pain, It's okay to set boundaries or distance yourself from them while still choosing to release your resentment. Forgiveness is about freeing yourself, not about reconciling with someone who continues to harm you. Mindfulness can also support the process of forgiveness. When memories of hurt arise, instead of suppressing them or letting them overwhelm you, observe them with curiosity. Notice how the emotions feel in your body and let them pass like clouds in the sky. Pair this practice with deep breathing to ground yourself in the present moment and reduce the emotional intensity of the memories. Gratitude is another powerful tool in forgiveness. Reflect on the lessons you've learned from the situation and the strength you've gained. Even painful experiences can teach resilience, empathy, and self-awareness. By focusing on the growth that has come from your challenges, you shift your perspective from victimhood to empowerment. Forgiveness is not about justice or fairness. It's about your peace of mind. It's a gift you give to yourself, not to the person who hurt you. Holding on to resentment doesn't punish the other person. It punishes you. Forgiveness allows you to reclaim your energy, your joy, and your freedom. It's an act of self-love that says, I deserve to move forward without carrying this pain. As you practice forgiveness, remember that it's a journey, not a destination. There will be days when the hurt feels distant and others when it feels fresh again. Be patient with yourself and trust the process. Each step you take toward forgiveness brings you closer to a life of greater calmness and positivity. Forgiveness is about liberation, liberation from the weight of anger, regret, and pain. It's about choosing to prioritize your well-being over your wounds, to let go of the past so you can fully embrace the present. When you forgive, you open your heart to healing, your mind to clarity, and your spirit to the peace and positivity you deserve. Chapter 20. The Joy of Giving. Finding calmness and positivity through acts of generosity. Generosity is a profound expression of humanity, a reminder that our lives are interconnected and that giving can enrich not only others, but also ourselves. At its heart, giving isn't just about material gifts. It's about sharing your time, energy, kindness, and compassion to create a ripple effect of positivity in the world. Engaging in acts of generosity can be a powerful source of calmness and joy, helping you find purpose and fulfillment in the simplest acts of giving. The beauty of giving lies in its simplicity. It doesn't require wealth or grand gestures, just a willingness to connect with others and make their lives a little brighter. A smile, a kind word, or a thoughtful gesture can leave a lasting impact. When you give, you step outside of your own worries and focus on contributing to someone else's happiness. This shift in perspective not only uplifts others, but also fills your own heart with a sense of purpose and connection. The science of generosity supports its benefits for mental and emotional well-being. Studies show that acts of giving release endorphins, often referred to as the helper's high, which create feelings of happiness and reduce stress. Giving also boosts oxytocin levels, strengthening social bonds and fostering a sense of belonging. These physiological effects demonstrate that generosity isn't just good for others, it's deeply nourishing for you as well. To begin incorporating generosity into your life, start small. Look for opportunities to help others in everyday moments. Hold the door open for someone, let a car merge in traffic, or compliment a colleague on their work. These seemingly minor actions can have a profound impact, brightening someone's day and creating a chain reaction of kindness. Another way to practice generosity is by sharing your time and attention. In today's fast-paced world, giving someone your undivided attention is a rare and precious gift. Listen actively when someone shares their thoughts, offer encouragement when they're struggling, or simply spend time with a friend or family member who could use some company. These moments of connection strengthen your relationships and remind you of the joy that comes from being present for others. Volunteering is a powerful and structured way to give back. Whether it's serving meals at a shelter, mentoring a student, or participating in a community cleanup, volunteering allows you to contribute meaningfully to causes you care about. It also provides a sense of perspective, reminding you of the strength and resilience of the human spirit, even in the face of challenges. Giving doesn't have to be limited to others. It can also include acts of generosity toward yourself. Treat yourself with kindness, patience, and understanding. Recognize that taking care of your own needs allows you to give more fully to others. For example, prioritize self-care so you have the energy and emotional bandwidth to support those around you. Generosity toward yourself is the foundation that sustains your ability to give outwardly. Generosity also extends beyond individuals to the planet and the broader community. Acts like reducing waste, planting trees, or supporting sustainable practices demonstrate care for the world you share with others. These contributions create a sense of collective responsibility and pride, fostering positivity on a larger scale. Gratitude and generosity are deeply intertwined. Reflecting on what you have and expressing gratitude for it naturally inspires a desire to share with others. Keep a gratitude journal where you not only record what you're thankful for, but also how you can use your blessings to give back. For example, if you're grateful for your education, consider mentoring someone who could benefit from your knowledge. If you're grateful for your health, participate in activities that promote well-being in your community. A key aspect of generosity is learning to give without expecting anything in return. True generosity comes from a place of abundance, where the act of giving itself is the reward. This mindset frees you from the need for recognition or reciprocity and allows you to experience the pure joy of contributing to someone else's happiness. Generosity doesn't always come easily, especially in times of stress or scarcity. When you feel resistant to giving, take a moment to reflect on what you have to offer. Remember that generosity is about sharing what you can, not about depleting yourself. Even in difficult times, small acts of kindness, like sharing a smile or offering a kind word, can make a difference. To make generosity a habit, set a daily intention to give in some way. It could be as simple as sending a message to a friend, donating to a cause you care about, or helping a neighbor with a task. Over time, these acts of giving become second nature, creating a life rich in connection and purpose. Generosity also teaches valuable lessons about trust and abundance. When you give, you affirm your belief in the goodness of people and the idea that life is more fulfilling when shared. This mindset helps dissolve fears of scarcity and fosters a sense of peace, knowing that what you give will come back to you in ways you may not expect. Celebrate the joy that comes from giving. Reflect on the moments when your generosity made a difference, whether it was seeing someone smile, hearing words of gratitude, or simply feeling the warmth of knowing you helped. These reflections reinforce the value of giving and inspire you to continue spreading positivity in the world. In embracing the joy of giving, you tap into one of the most profound sources of calmness and positivity. Generosity connects you to others, deepens your sense of purpose, and reminds you of the beauty of living in a world where kindness matters. By making giving a part of your life, you create a legacy of love, compassion, and connection that enriches both your life and the lives of those around you. As we reach the conclusion of this transformative journey, let's take a moment to reflect on the powerful lessons explored throughout these chapters. Each concept, from embracing change to practicing forgiveness, cultivating self-discipline, and fostering generosity, is a building block toward a life rooted in calmness and positivity. Together, they form a roadmap for navigating the challenges of life with resilience, joy, and a deep sense of purpose. The essence of this journey is that calmness and positivity are not traits you are born with. They are skills you can develop, practices you can adopt, and mindsets you can cultivate. They are choices you make every day, in every moment. Life is unpredictable, often presenting you with hurdles that test your patience, your strength, and your outlook. But within these challenges lie opportunities for growth, learning, and transformation. You've learned the importance of letting go, releasing what no longer serves you, whether it's past hurts, unrealistic expectations, or the illusion of control. You've explored the art of self-expression, the healing power of forgiveness, and the ripple effect of kindness. Each chapter has provided tools and techniques to empower you, showing you how to build resilience, foster meaningful connections, and embrace the beauty of your unique journey. Calmness is not about avoiding chaos. It's about finding stillness within it. Positivity is not about ignoring the difficulties of life. It's about choosing to focus on the light even when surrounded by shadows. Together, these qualities create a foundation that allows you to face life's uncertainties with courage and grace, transforming challenges into stepping stones and setbacks into opportunities. Your journey doesn't end here. These chapters are just the beginning, a guide to help you explore the vast potential within you. Take these lessons and weave them into the fabric of your life. Practice them daily and allow them to grow and evolve with you. Remember, growth takes time, and self-compassion is your greatest ally along the way. As you move forward, embrace each day as a chance to create calmness and positivity in your life and the lives of those around you. Be patient with yourself, celebrate your progress, and stay curious about the endless possibilities that lie ahead. The power to transform your life is already within you. These chapters are simply tools to help you unlock it. In choosing calmness and positivity, you are choosing a life of greater meaning, connection, and joy. You are choosing to show up for yourself and for the world, creating ripples of change that extend far beyond what you can see. This is your journey, your growth, and your legacy. So take a deep breath, step forward with confidence, and continue to build a life that reflects the calmness and positivity you deserve. The best is yet to come.